stainless steel. We can have fun with it. I don't know that I would have gone all in on a leather bracelet with solid sterling silver beads on it, right? Because that would make a higher price, and I would go, I'm going to save my silver budget for something that's all silver, you know. But here you can have fun, and so that's one of the reasons why it's my pick of the show. I say this all the time. If you hear me say my pick, you know it's going to be a great deal, because I'm shopping as much as you're shopping. It's true. What do I do when I get off the air? I go over and I go to QVC.com. I swear, I pick up at least one thing out of every show, which is part of the reason why I work here. It's employee discount, right? Okay, it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at your color choices. I'll let you know about sizes, but the cool thing about stainless, same price across the board, every size that I tell you, small, average, large. Order like you would 6 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 inch, all right? Here it is in the black. Next up, and in fact, that black, I believe, sold out the last day we presented it, so do keep that in mind, that classic, right? And also keep it in mind because it layers beautifully with our fun colors. And what do we have? Well, we've got the orange. Over here is the wine, and boy, do I love this wine. And we talk about, you know, color of the year, Marsala and everything, but I see this as much of a classic as black or chocolate brown, too. So if you're that neutral gal, wine's the way to go. And then, how fun is the turquoise? Did you see earlier we presented this ring, this opaque crystal ring? It makes me think of this turquoise, too, how pretty those would be together. The large and the turquoise, though, is already going quickly. So I'll grab that one off. We'll give you a little bit of a tour. So, and again, if you're just tuning in, I apologize for the Band-Aid. That's what happens when Jen decides not to use the food processor and wants to chop her own vegetables. Learn my lesson. All right, 3 strands of the braided leather. And I said this before, but I'll say it again. It's like it's pre-broken in for you. And of course, leather becomes even softer over time the more you wear it. But I'm frustrated when it's very, very stiff at the beginning. That's not the case with this, so do keep that in mind. And then on each of those 3 bands, you've got both rondelles in stainless and these dangling solid stainless steel beads. They have a really good weight to them. But here is one of the most joyful parts of this bracelet for me. Magnet closure. And it's a deep magnet closure too. So do you see how that secures deep within? But it looks like another bead, like another part of the bracelet. And if you're noticing this chain here, it's a keeper chain. And that is one of those almost like delightful thank yous that I feel they didn't have to put in there, but they did. So just in case you didn't secure it all the way or you get it caught on something and it comes undone, which I find hard to believe because that magnet is so strong. But also it makes it easier when you go to put it on too. That way it's not flopping around, it's only gonna get this wide. And they always find each other super, super quick. Yes, I layered up for a couple of reasons. I love the way it looks, but also because I feel confident in encouraging you to do so because it's got an easy pay of $7.41. So you can have fun with it. You can layer up, you can do that multiple band look. And I don't feel like it's too over the top by doing so. Maybe it would be if the individual strands themselves were really thick, but because they are thinner and because they have the dangle of the beads, which kind of adds a whimsy to it, then you can layer up and you can have fun. But here is a reminder for you. Easy pay goes away at the end of the day. And at a $30 price point, maybe a lot of you saying, you know what, I'll just go ahead and go all in. But if you're stacking up, or you're shopping throughout the day, you want to take advantage of that easy pay, here's an opportunity. $7.41 is what's going to bring this home. In fact, you know what? I really like the keeper chain, the way it kind of dangles down. It's like it adds another little, you know, almost looks like it was a charm itself on the bracelet. And yeah, Chandra, I really like it with that necklace you're wearing too. That's the crystal encrusted necklace, I believe is coming up next. And those two really, really pair beautifully with each other. But the thing I love about this, just in general, it's easy. It's not serious. You know, I enjoy very much presenting the very high-end jewelry, right? And they just make you stand a little bit taller and they're so luxurious and they're investment pieces. But there's a lot to be said for light-hearted pieces, for the ones that aren't fussy, because I feel like fashion and jewelry shouldn't be taken too seriously. And that goes for every age too. I just turned 40 this year. But guess what? Come 50, 60, 70, and 80, I'm still rocking pieces that I think look fun, still make me feel beautiful, and kind of send a message about myself, that I have a sense of style, right? And that I can add color into my accessories. So hopefully you'll say that about yourself too. We're at last call in the turquoise and the large, only about 100 remain. We have lost colors in the past. All of them are back, and they are back with a fantastic easy pay. My pick of the show is on an easy pay of $7.41. Maybe you're dialing in for the very first time. We make it so super easy. 1-800-345-1515 is the number to call. Or you can go to QVC.com and cut to the front of the line without anybody knowing. Marjorie is giving us a call today from New York. Thank you for tuning in this morning. How are you?
I'm just grand, and even though I live in New York, I'm spending 3 months down in South Carolina.
You're in South Carolina now?
Yes.
Smart girl. You're one of those winter guys. You're like, I'm flying south. You're so smart. Are you enjoying beautiful weather right now?
Well, right now it's raining, but yesterday it was 60 degrees.
I was going to say, at least it's rain and it's not slush like we have today.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, yes.
It's kind of icky. Well, Marjorie, what do we have for you as you're kind of indoors, out of the rain? What did you pick up today?
Well, I bought the black bracelet and the turquoise.
Oh, great. Oh, you're doing exactly. I was going to pull them off to show you, but I'm wearing them. So here we go. Well, I'm so glad to hear you're having fun with these pieces. Is this your first stainless piece that you're picking up, or are you adding to a collection?
No, I've not done stainless before, but I'm also looking at that big fat stainless bracelet on your wrist. I might have to go back to get that.
This one then. I'll sneak that one in too. That's the beauty of live TV. I can just show you live. It's great. Yeah, and I mean, with these kind of prices, you can look and go, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a try. You know, that's the fun part. Well, I really think you'll be delighted too, especially if this is your first one and you're incorporating the leather too. I think you're going to go, wow, where has this been all my life? Because you really can. You can make your budget go a long way.
Right, plus the magnetic clasp. I do love that.
Amen, Marjorie, because I don't have any time to track anybody down to help me put on my jewelry.
Exactly.
Well, Marjorie, have a very, very blessed visit down there. We send our love. Can't wait for you to come back, but take your time because the weather right now is ick.
Not coming back till April, dear. So.
All right. Well, stay safe and warm. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, dear. You too.
Bye-bye. Thank you. And by the way, that black and that turquoise, those are the two most popular ones right now. So the black actually did sell out the last time we presented it. Glad to see that it's back. I know for a lot of you, it's going to be the first one that you pick. But actually, Chandra, let's have some fun. Are you small? Sure. Okay. I'm going to bring you the wine, if you want to slip that one on. And those two go really nicely together. But here's the thing. I could have grabbed any of them and put them on, and that would have worked too, right? Because the black is your standard. In fact, anytime I present apparel, if we're doing like leggings or sweaters, I always say, pick up the black first, right? And then start to think about what other color you love. And maybe this is not the look for you. I know a lot of us here at QVC, we love to stack it up. I do too. When it's affordable like this, then you can play and have fun and stack up, or just wear it next to your timepiece or wear it on its own. The thing is, it's not serious enough to where you really have to stress over which colors you're picking up because the easy pay is $7.41. So small, average, and large are your choices in your sizes. I would call this on the more generous end of sizes too. So if you're kind of on the cusp between the small and the average, go with the small. If you're in between the average and the large, go with the average. Either way, I think you're safe because if you have a little bit of drape and movement, that's kind of the point because then the beads kind of flow and move and make a little bit of noise too. All right, the turquoise and the large is now completely sold out. That leaves us with the small and the average. Remember, you've got the wine. Can you tell that's quickly becoming one of my favorites? Here it is in the orange, although I would liken that to the coral, for example. It's a little bit deeper in that opaque crystal ring that we had too. Oh, and one more thing, let me show you really quickly. We had these to start the show. I don't think we had it in wine and orange, but we did have it in black too. And that was the crystals with the cross as well. And that's the thing. You can just build and have fun, but it's already pre-built for you. And then don't forget about the black. Small, average, and large, same price across the board, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm going to say. Easy pay goes away. So take advantage of it while you can. You've got 30 days to fall in love. Okay, good. I was hoping this was next. All right. So this necklace already has a history of being very popular at QVC. And when that happens, sometimes, we have the ability to go back and say, all right, this is really